a year. The city pays 75% of the HSA deductible. For reference, the annual deductibles range from $2,700 for individuals up to $5,400 for families. The next quarterly contribution would be April 1st. And what I'd like to request council approval for would be to make 2 quarters just on a one-time basis payment in April for 2 quarters, so that it would be in April, the payment would be the April portion and the July portion. The city HSA contribution for 1 quarter, this is just an aggregate. It doesn't change the amount that we pay in the year, it's just a timing issue. So 1 quarter really isn't gonna upset anything. We can't pay more than that just because I think it's gonna impact the maximum amount that employees can get in 1 year. Sue looked at that. So basically, what I'm asking is just to move up that 3rd quarter to the 2nd quarter. It's not gonna impact the amount that, of budget, the city's not gonna pay any more in the calendar year. It's just gonna push 1 quarter up, and it will help some of the people, you know, a little bit with timing and things like that, so. But that would require approval from the council to change that schedule, and it's just a one-time, what I would just ask for is a one-time, you know, 2 quarters payment, if that's clear enough. So, and then it'll go back to the last quarter will be paid in the end of the year, or when the last quarter is paid, and then next year it'll be quarterly again, you know, go back to that same schedule, so.
Another cushion of this change, basically.
Yeah, that's all it is, it's just a timing thing.
It's not really costing anything anymore, it's just a time thing.
Well, there is a time value to money, and so if you pay $1 now, it's worth more than $1 into the future.
Yeah,
So in
theoretically,
effect,
you're
we're
right.
paying more.
Yeah.
But on paper, it doesn't look like it.
Well, the only thing that it would impact would be, for instance, if we had money that was invested,
Which
but
we do.
we get such little amount of interest that it's negligible, to be honest with you. I
Yes.
suppose if we were getting 5 or 7%, that might be
Yeah,
different.
if we were the federal government and we're talking millions of dollars, then you're talking some money. But
Yeah, but
yes.
for us, it's really not, you know,
Right.
it's $7,000, so it's really not gonna make any difference. But,
Motion to approve,
So moved.
second,
Second,
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Approved 5K run walk route. Everybody all looked at this already, and,
so moved.
and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Now, we get the bad news. Wastewater treatment plant capital repair needs.
And didn't we just rebuild the wastewater treatment plant?
Well, we did a lot of parts of it,
All-inclusive?
and as I said last month, some of this is just normal maintenance things that have worn out, and some of it is
Yeah.
stuff that, you know, like the sulfur dioxide feed control monitoring equipment. Those units were not replaced. I don't know why, when that thing was redesigned, Richard, that's a good question, why they weren't replaced, but anyway, those 2 things need to be addressed. I mean, I will say immediately, but Wayne, I don't know if you want to just give a quick synopsis, especially the clarifier.
Okay, so the 2 gas flow meters, it's part of the disinfection process. We have to, starting in April, we have to chlorinate to kill the bacteria. Then we have to dechlorinate, so when we dump it back to the river, we're not polluting the river. So what those items do is as the flow changes throughout the day and from day to day, it'll ramp up and put in the proper amounts of chemical needed. So we're not wasting it or not putting enough in to get the job done. So that's what those 2 items do. The clarifier, like, we had it tore down, Fred, you guys toured it that day. The scrapers The problem, I guess, I'll back up here, the clarifier froze, the last couple of years, and when ice forms in it, it breaks them scraper bars in there. So the clarifier, we're missing one scraper bar, and the chains are getting wore. One of the shafts is seized up, so now the clarifier is out of alignment. And to replace the chains, it's kind of like working on automotive stuff. If you replace the chains, you got to replace the sprockets, and the parts are listed in there.
Yeah.
And we can't buy just links of chain that'll match, because the chain is stretched and worn.
Worn chain will ruin new sprockets, and worn sprockets will ruin new chain.
Exactly. So the only thing that we could take off of that list would be, on the final item, would be the skimmer. For, I think it was $12,000.
And what does the skimmer do?
That removes the flowables. The clarifier, all that does is it's like a giant swimming pool, and it collects the sinkers off the bottom and the floaters off the top. So everything else is interconnected. The skimmer's a separate item to take the floaters off the top. Ours was seized up. We got it free. It's working. Not the greatest, but it's working. The rest of the stuff is sprockets, chains, the scraper bars, and then the various components to fix the bearings. So it'd be kind of if we had to cut it down to make it affordable, that's the only cut we can make.
And that's putting a Band-Aid on it, ain't it?
In essence, yeah.
So,
Then I guess the flip side too is, I'll be upfront with you. The plant has 2 clarifiers, and this is just for the bottom one, and the top one's gonna need addressing in the future too.
And are we talking a year from now, or 5 years from now, or
It's,
in the next couple of months?
hopefully we can get it through a year from now. We got, right now, we took the clarifier down for an inspection, and this was the parts that we decided that we needed to have to make it work again. I have yet to take, the weather turned south on me, so I haven't got the top one taken down yet. Right now, we have it straightened out, it's running straight, but it's starting to go out of time again. So, my guess, because everything's underwater, you can't see nothing. My guess is the top one's in about the same condition as the bottom one, because they were done at the same time. So we're gonna.
So, do you save labor or anything if we went ahead and did both of them now? And
This is
at
just
least
parts.
that part is all taken care of?
This is just parts price. The labor would be just me and the guys installing it ourselves.
Okay, so is there any advantage to doing
You need
two
to
or
keep
one?
one running.
I gotta keep one running. We gotta do them one at a time.
Yeah, there wouldn't be an advantage probably to do
No,
both
there's-
of them, and we would try to do the other one in a year or two. I mean, we'll have to monitor it, but, yeah. So we do this one this year, and hopefully, Wayne and I have talked about in the budget, trying to move some stuff around,
Yeah.
so that this maybe all wouldn't come out of capital, but that's where, a good chunk of it would be. But we're gonna try to move around like some other purchases and things that we put in the budget to, kind of help cover some of this.
Mhm.
So, do what we can, but yeah, most of this does need to be addressed, unfortunately, so.
It's too bad this wasn't done when we did the major remodeling, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
And that's all hindsight, why it wasn't
And that
done.
engineering firm is no longer here,
Exactly.
so.
It's something we have to address, and that we had a very good meeting down there, we got a good chance to see what exactly was wrong, and it has to be done.
It needs to be done.
There's no ifs and buts about it.
One other thing would be, a proper operating equipment down there does also help with mercury removal in the through the process in the wastewater treatment plant. So,
And
yeah,
these feed controls will pay back part of their cost by reducing the amount of chemical that you need to use.
yeah.
If we want to keep our class,
If you overdose on chlorine, then you have to overdose on the other to correct for it.
Yep.
so
I guess I'm just trying to be proactive, but if that's not the way to go, that's not the way to go.
Well, if this, and another thing I think to keep in mind is if this had been with that other contract that we did a couple years ago, it probably would have cost a lot more, you know, looking back at how that was. Because we do the labor and we're buying the parts directly, I think it's cheaper in the long run if we could do it this way, than have it part of a large contract with a big company that did the work. I'm sure it would have cost them more to do it by, I'm gonna say 40-50% by the time it was done, so.
If we've got a young, strong, eager crew doing these things now, it should be no problem at all.
Gonna help them?
No. I said young and strong, that doesn't include me anymore. Do we really need two motions, or can we?
I will make a second motion. You already did the first.
No, we did not.
I
Ah,
don't
okay.
know, Scott, can they just do one motion and put both these items? That's fine.
Well, I'll make that motion then.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Wonderful. So, we come to other business, schedule of upcoming meetings, Board of Appeal and Equalization, Thursday, April 6th at 5, so 4 and I need to be here for certain. And next regular city council meeting on April 11th at 7 p.m. Council staff general comments.
Just want to thank everybody involved with Carrots and Cutter. I think it went very well for the most part.
Guys are doing a good job on the snow removal. Hopefully we don't have
Well,
any
the snow
more.
was a blessing that day, brought all the snowmobilers out.
Yeah, it was good for the
And I'd like to thank the Park and Rec. I think we got a good bunch of,
yeah, we
a
had
group that's really doing a
new
lot of,
members and, yeah, I think
extra stuff. They had an activity last Saturday and with a carriage and cutter, so keep up the good work, Park and Rec. You're doing a fantastic job.
Well, and along the lines of Park and Rec, I should probably bring up now the countywide Mayor's Challenge Step Into Spring event. Should be going on for the month of April, where we're in. I'm not sure yet what other cities have opted in. Probably Pine Island, probably Wanamingo. We'll see. It's a matter of everyone in the town that wants to sign up, basically signing a waiver so that if you turn your ankle while you're out walking, you can't sue the county over it. And carry a pedometer, or most people with a smartphone have or can put an app on there to count steps. We total them up, report once a week to David Anderson with Health and Human Services in Red Wing. And at the end of the month, we get the wonderful Mayor's Challenge walking trophy, which, hey, it's a good thing to do, to get out and get moving in April when the weather's gonna be nice and, mostly nice. And, with all the healthcare issues, it's a good way to get some exercise to hopefully reduce the amount of money that gets spent on healthcare. I'll be talking to you later about this because this definitely needs publication. Just last night's Park and Rec meeting was a topic, and I'm not sure yet which one is going to be, which member is going to be the coordinator that you report to, but we'll find that out real soon.
Will you be leading the pack then?
I will be doing as much as I can. I've got a wonky knee just like you, so I know I'm not going to be putting up high totals, but you need to get out and get things moving around too when the weather's fit. They all get lazy in the winter and want to drive everywhere. Probably a good idea a lot of times when it's slippery, but by beginning of April, should be good weather to get out and walk. That's it for me.
I have no comments really, other than the borer ash field. I noticed that in our packet.
Emerald ash borer.
Yes, okay.
in Goodyear County now.
Yep.
And, Joe, Doug? In that case, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. We have no seconds?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Okay,
Are these here for reprocessing? All right.